Hello everybody, how you doing today? Welcome to the Cluckin Cosmos. I am your host, Red Hulk, and today we will be talking about Captain America, Brave New World. And as I'm sure you're curious about the title of this video, this movie might just be better than you originally thought. And I know you probably got some questions about that, so why don't you sit back, relax, and we'll jump right in. Alright guys, jumping right on in, the first thing I want to talk about is the movie itself. You know, it's not an amazing movie, but it's also not a bad movie. I think it sits right in the middle. It's good, or okay, but I don't think it's as bad as everyone says it is. And there's something I'm going to compare it here to in a second that might spin your head a little bit, give you a whole new outlook on this film. But before I get to that, I first want to talk about what this movie had to accomplish. There are 4 things that this movie had to establish and get across, and in no particular order, those are: number 1, a new Falcon; number 2, they need to start us on the idea that they want to reassemble the Avengers, and that is going to set up future Marvel films; number 3, they need to introduce Red Hulk; and most importantly, number 4, they need to sell us on the idea that Sam Wilson is Captain America. And I know that's a hard thing to sell us on, but listen, throughout the entire movie, Sam Wilson is directly compared to Steve Rogers. He did not take the super serum to become a super soldier. He's just Sam Wilson. But that is why Steve trusted him to be the next Captain America. And even so, throughout the entire movie, Sam struggled to feel like he is enough. Like he could live up to the man who stopped 2 alien invasions and helped save half of all life. Those are massive shoes to fill. But in the same way, there's a beauty in that message. A message that he's not trying to be Steve Rogers. Nobody could be Steve Rogers. Truly one of a kind. But he can be Sam Wilson. Captain America is a title, just like the president. And we've had many presidents. And listen, there won't be another George Washington, just like there won't be another Steve Rogers. But there can be another Captain America, just like there can be many different presidents. Sam is the new captain in his own way, and this is through the kindness of his heart and the brave spirit that he carries with him. He is much like Steve Rogers before the super serum. He never gives up, and he truly is a selfless person. But what I'm about to tell you next is what struck me while watching this film, and it is the striking comparison between Sam Wilson and Miles Morales. And I know what you're thinking, how dare you compare Miles Morales to Sam Wilson? But just let me explain, okay? Miles Morales in the Spider-Verse struggles to become Spider-Man because he has to live up to the previous one. And by the end of the film, realizes that he's going to do things his own way. And he said that in the film. Because certainly, there can be another Spider-Man, but he's the only Miles Morales. And this same dilemma happened in the Insomniac Spider-Man game. The story arc with Miles trying to be like Peter Parker before realizing that he defines the Spider-Man that he will be. As said in Spider-Verse, you can wear the mask, but it's what you do that makes you Spider-Man. Anybody could be Spider-Man, and you don't need to have the superpowers to be Spider-Man. It's just about being selfless and helping people every day. And this is just one of the things that makes Spider-Man so relatable. He's just a guy under that mask. And much like Sam Wilson, he's just a guy who is dealing with the internal struggle of feeling like he is enough. And you know what? When you look at Sam Wilson in that regard, and more importantly, look at the film in this regard, dare I say, the Captain America Brave New World delivers on its goals. Sam Wilson feels like a new age Captain America that a lot could relate to, and is a Captain America that will live up to those expectations, but in his own merit. And I will say that at the moment, while Sam Wilson might not hold the same aura that Steve Rogers has when he walks into a room, I think he's certainly on his way. And I think that in time, Marvel will give us a chance to see that. So before you sweep this film under the rug and do the typical Marvel fan thing and say, this isn't the Captain America I love, just be patient and give it a chance. And I think that we'll see something truly special in the future films. And now with all that in mind, you know, when I saw this movie, I scored it somewhere between a 5 and a 6, but I don't do half scores because I feel like that's cheesy. So I'm going to give this film a 6 for me, but with the idea that we can compare it to Miles Morales in the Spider-Verse, I think this film moves its way up to a 7. And I know a lot of you are going to disagree with me on that, but hey, you know, that's why we got opinions. Anyways, guys, that'll be the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed. And as always, if you did enjoy, please leave a like down below and comment on the video and tell me what you thought of this film. And tell me what you think of my comparison between Sam Wilson and Miles Morales. And also, make sure you slap that subscribe button, because for every subscriber I get, it's just one step closer to being able to make videos like this all the time. And that's something I'd love to do. So thank you guys very much for watching. I really appreciate it. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.